So someone has left a comment on wondering if I can make a top 10 video on vehicles we should own in GTA 5, and I was like, sure, why not? So after talking to Miss Georgia, we comes up with 10 vehicles that I believe you should have. But as always, if you have any further suggestion, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. So thank you so much for Nova suggestion, and now we're gonna start with on number 10, we have the Night Shot, one of the vehicle I like in the entire game that isn't that great when it comes to offense, but when it comes to defense, it's absolutely one of the best. And with its super handling, it should be able to bring you from point A to point B even if you are under massive attack from enemies. The only downside is this car offers very little when it comes to offense, with the standard drive-by weapons and of course the machine gun at the front of the vehicle. On number 9, we have the Thruster, another vehicle that is very easy to control and fast, and it is very useful when it comes to gliding, as you may need to travel from point A to point B, and you can call it with your mechanic and it will spawn right next to you like any normal personal vehicles. It has countermeasure, and the most important thing is you can go into passive mode when you are in your Thruster. Genius! On number 8, we have the Toreador. This vehicle is absolute genius by Rockstar. Not only you can use it as a Stormbird and go underwater, you can also boost it too like a scramjet. And the vehicle is fast. The handling is good. It is a must-have now if you love gliding combat missions, or PvP if you want to take out some tryhards, as these vehicles also have very good missiles too. On number 7, we have the Savage, which is always one of the most underrated helicopter even in today's standard. Not only the Savage can fire missiles non-stop, but also it has one of the most deadly explosive cannon you could ever have in any helicopter. And you absolutely need this helicopter for some contact mission as well as some ground players. As long as they are on the ground, they don't stand a chance. On number 6, we have the Buzzard, which was one of the first things you need when you started to do your CEO special cargo business, because not only it is a small Buzzard, you can always spot it next to you as long as you are in a CEO organization, and you can always spot it next to you when you need it. And for PvP, while it is losing its magic, it is still one of the best if you can control its missile. But this thing is very easy to control, and you may even able to dodge the missiles easily on this Buzzard. On number 5, we have the Cost Stacker, the submarine, which is expensive. It is something you will need if you want to do the Cayo Perico heist. I think that should explain everything. Also, you will need this submarine to have the following vehicle. On number 4 today, we have the Sparrow, possibly one of the best things Rockstar dropped during this Cayo Perico heist DLC. And not only it has everything that the Buzzard has, which is good in handling and fast, but you can fire missile non-stop, and you can also spawn this Sparrow when you are on someone else's CEO, and you can always spawn it right next to you. Also, needless to mention, this is not a personal vehicle, so that you can either use this Sparrow to bring it to your personal vehicles, or use this Sparrow and your personal vehicle at the same time. On number 3, we have the Chroma armor. I know what you're thinking. The Chroma is kind of weak in armor in today's standards. Can't even stand one RPG. But there's one reason that every new player need to have a Chroma. And that is very good when it comes to PvE. And that is almost nothing can kill you if you are in your Chroma. As long as explosive wasn't used or minigun wasn't used, you'll be fine. And that is why Chroma is perfect in almost all of the combat mission. And that is why this Chroma armor is at number 3. But what is number 2? On number 2, we have the Terabyte. And one of the reasons I put the Terabyte on number 2 is because the Terabyte is very good when it comes to its defense. You need the Terabyte if you want to do some client job, and you can use the Terabyte to remove your wanted level. You might even able to protect yourself when it comes to PvP. But why the Terabyte is necessary? Because it has its magic. The magic that I am going to tell you after I mention the honorable mention. The edgy RH8. And why this is the vehicle that you should have, not only because it is such a good sport car, it is also free. I mean, why not? Now, the vehicle that you absolutely need to have, from gliding to griefing to PvP, the vehicles that everybody loves and hates, the vehicles that is full of love-hate relation. And of course, yes, that is correct. Lying behind the magic of the Terabyte comes the Oppressor Mark II, the vehicle that almost dominated the land, the skies, and the sea. The vehicle that the grinders loves because it brings them from point A to point B. The vehicles that the PvP community loves because you can get that kill. And the vehicles that the Rockstar loves because the Oppressor Mark II was hidden behind 2 paywalls, the nightclub and the Terabyte. The vehicle that is so OP that people, myself included, would love to see the Oppressor Mark II removed from GTA Online. Anyway, these are just my choice of the 10 vehicles that you should have in GTA Online. Let me know in the comment section of which your top 10 vehicles should be. Is there any vehicles that you think we should have but didn't make it to the top 10 list? Let me know in the comment section. And as always, thank you so much for watching.